talk good gaming laptop, you guys love it, but at the end of the day, the money in my wallet doesn't allow me to get those. We got this laptop in sale for around 55,000 and this is a proper gaming laptop. You get 6GB RTX 3050 graphics, i5 13 Gen H series CPU, 144Hz display, RGB keyboard. Now of course, these specs raises two important questions. Is this the best affordable gaming laptop? And B, did they cut any corners? Like, surely, how are they giving these specs at this price? Well, to find out the answer, we have been using the laptop for a few days now, daily driving it, playing games on it, and I must say, things are quite interesting. Stick around till the end of the video. Let's go. Now, before we get to the main stuff, if this is your first time buying a laptop, here's what you get inside the box. Of course, you get the laptop, some paperwork, a charging brick. Now, I would say there are a few good things about this laptop that I really like. Take the design for instance. I would say there are two things that make it stand out. First would be the look and feel of the laptop. Like, see, on the outside, it is very clean and minimal. There's no flashy RGB, no nothing. It is full black. Looks very stealthy. But if you open the lid, you get the fancy RGB keyboard. Like, more on this in just a moment. What I want to say here is design choices are very subjective, but I kind of like this minimal looking design in a gaming laptop. You get the exhaust vent at the end, and at the bottom you have the intake vent. This is normal. Most gaming laptops have it this way. But what is not normal, and this is the second reason why I prefer this design, see, you get all the ports at the back. You have a Type-C port, HDMI port, mini HDMI port, that's a new one, and the power port all at the back. Most of the laptops usually give all these ports in the side, so it looks very cluttered when you're using it on the desk. But here it is clutter free because the cables are at the back. And again, when needed, you even get additional ports on the side. On the left, you have USB 3, USB 2, a microphone and a headphone jack. On the right, you get a micro SD card reader, another Type-C port and the Ethernet jack. Now there is one thing regarding the design which I wish could have been better. See, you get so many stickers on the laptop, which is fine, but this full HD 1080 kind of bothers me because it's on the display. It's bright yellow. It's a small nitpick and you might get used to it, or you can just remove it, but I thought I should mention it. Another thing which is unique about this laptop is the keyboard. Like, you get a full-size keyboard here, QWERTY keypad here, numpad here, plus it is an RGB keyboard. But here's the unique thing. See, here on each key, there is a white accent color. It makes the keys more visible. I've not seen this on other laptops, and it is functional too. Like, see here, there is this another laptop in the dark. If I turn on the backlight of the keyboard, see, the Acer keys are more visible compared to the other. Now, yes, I know, you'll be like, Pratik, if the keyboard is backlit, what is the need of this white accent? True, I agree, it may seem redundant, but remember, turning on the backlight drains battery, so maybe if you're in a tight situation, this does come in handy. Other than that, the typing experience on this laptop was actually nice. Key travel is good, and there's not much deck flex here. And if you use it on your lap, the wobble is minimal. Besides this, the trackpad is decent too. It supports all the Windows gesture. Now, I must mention one thing here, and this is the common with most Windows laptop in this price. See, you can tap anywhere on the trackpad and it registers. But if you press the top half, it will not work. You can only press the trackpad at the middle to bottom part. Not that big of a deal since you can tap and do everything, but I thought I should mention it. Now, coming to performance, this is where things get interesting. So this comes with an Intel i5 13420H series CPU. For those of you who don't know about Intel's naming scheme, from low performance to higher, there is i3, i5, i7 and i9, and similarly you have UPH. Now, we ran the Cinebench R23 benchmark and it scored around 10,200. Also, important thing to note, I had core temperature running in the background while these tests. This app shows the temperature of the CPU, and in all the tests, the CPU wasn't overheating or anything, so that's nice. Now, this CPU has a total of 8 cores, 4 performance cores for heavy stuff and 4 efficiency cores for lighter workload. So, of course, doing light work like surfing the web, watching videos, there are no issues in performance. But what if we push it? Well, to test out, I opened this project in Premiere Pro. There were a few color grades, few text layers here. Scrubbing the timeline was fine. And when I rendered it, it took around 6 minutes, which is pretty normal for a laptop in this price segment. But yes, if you have multiple plugins with multiple layer of effects, then it will slow down. That's just normal for this price range. And moving on to gaming, after all, this is a gaming laptop. Well, this is where the laptop kind of shines. See, this laptop comes with an RTX 3050. However, there is one important thing to note when it comes to GPU in laptops. Like, let me demonstrate. So this is another laptop similarly priced. This also has an RTX 3050, but I run the same benchmark on both. See, the Acer one scores higher. That's because the other laptop has 4GB VRAM and the TGP is 35 watt. Whereas over here, you're getting a 6GB VRAM with 75 watts or TGP. So this laptop consumes more power and delivers more FPS. Besides this, I played a few other games too, Forza, Cyberpunk, and all of them had playable FPS at 1080p high settings. Plus, since this is an RTX card, you get access to DLSS. In simple words, DLSS can actually improve frame rate. Coming to the display, and this is where things start to take a turn. Like, good thing first, so this has a 144Hz refresh rate. Also, playing games above 60 FPS feels very smooth. That being said, this is a 15.6-inch 1080p display. On paper, it's fine. However, when I was using it, I wish the display was a bit brighter. Plus, the viewing angles here could have been better. Color and all slightly fades. Also, the display is only 45% NTSC certified. So, if you are using it for color grading or Photoshop or serious color work, you will have to use histogram or color scopes. Now, given the price point, I will not complain, but there are a few things with this laptop which could have been better. First, this laptop has two Type-C ports, and you can charge your phone from both, but you cannot charge the laptop. And since we are on the subject of charging, in a normal non-gaming scenario, it would last me around 4 to 5 hours. Plus, you have to carry this charging brick with you. Second, you get a 720p webcam,
and this is how the video quality and mic quality is. I would say it's just about sufficient for video calls, nothing more than that.
However, if you take video calls quite often, I would suggest connecting your phone's camera as the webcam. There are many software that can do it. It would give much better quality. And third, listen to the sound. Sound quality is okay, and if I keep the laptop on a bed or a sofa, the audio quality is completely muffled. That's because the speakers are placed right at the bottom. So yeah, that was our take on the new Acer Aspire A715. Now, to answer the question, is this the best affordable gaming laptop? Honestly, around 55 to 60,000, this laptop does have the right ingredients for a good gaming laptop, like powerful CPU, GPU combination. GPU is also not underclocked, plus ports at the back is a sweet touch. Again, no thermal throttling as such. However, I would leave you with one piece of advice. If you do plan on getting a laptop in this price range, remember there will be cutbacks. If the performance is good, the display might be average, or if the display is good, build may be average, and so on. So do know why you are buying a laptop and check out multiple reviews before hitting that purchase button. On that note, this is Prince signing off. I'll see you in the next one. Pew, pew, pew.